this. The Philippines leads in global office space occupancy, ranking 3rd worldwide. Amazing. What are your thoughts,
That is
Bryan?
amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm also not surprised at all because you have a well-educated population that really is advancing in these office jobs. And so you have more and more office jobs that theoretically could be done remotely. And maybe in the US they are done remotely. But in the Philippines, even though there is widespread internet access, I mean, you can go to the provinces of the Philippines. You could be near a rice paddy, and there is internet access there. And so that's it is amazing how well they've done. Now, I'm sure there's a long ways to go, and there's the ability to expand that. But you can see that if a new game comes out or a new movie comes out on Netflix, they're fully on board in the Philippines. So you have a really well-educated population that is technology savvy, that is first mover on a lot of things, but you don't necessarily have the infrastructure dispersed throughout the country. Yeah. And so they're coming into the office to do these jobs. And additionally, since they're working with Western companies, the Western companies are looking for populations that are willing to come into the office so that they can get all those advantages of being in the office, especially when they are having trouble finding employees in the US that do want to come into the office. And so that just is all of those factors come together means you're going to have a booming occupancy rate in the Philippines. And I'm encouraged by hearing that because I think it aligns with what my belief is overall for the success of the Philippines, but what I've been seeing on the ground as well. We're at Tache, 70% of our staff is all in the office, and we really try and encourage all of our clients to have their staff in the office, and we really have no trouble finding employees that are willing to work in the office. It's a measure of pride to have a job that's so well thought of that you need to be in the office, yeah. and you're working for a client in the U.S. And so, I think that's great and is an interesting stat.
And the great thing is, one thing that you didn't know is that there are plenty of grade A buildings in the Philippines, and that's what helps lead to them allowing people in the office. So I said it's 3rd. Number 1 is Singapore at 88%. India at 85%, and the Philippines at 80%. And so that's really high, the amount of people that are going into offices and transitioning back into the normal. I know a lot of people have like this new norm post-COVID, but you can't take away the fact that being together in an office, the collaboration is always going to be a lot higher than when you're separated in your home. Now, I don't want any negative commentaries. I'm not forcing you back in the office, but you have to understand that some people are traditionally, they work better in an office environment. They collaborate better with their colleagues, and information to me is spread more accurately and a lot clearer when people are together.
And it's a building boom in the Philippines. If you look at skyline pictures of Cebu from 10, 15 years ago, and you look at a skyline of Cebu today, it's amazing. It looks like those crazy pictures you see of Dubai or Hong Kong, where it's just a building boom because of the demand for office space and for the growth that the Philippines is seeing. So it's all positive stuff. I love it.
Yeah. I was actually speaking to a friend while I was in the Philippines who was in Barbados, and I was showing her all of the buildings that were in Cebu.
All the cranes.
And she was really impressed. And I was just like, you take it for granted because now I've been to the Philippines, several times now. And so you realize, wow, the development, even me, every time I go, I see a new building, whether it's a residential or a commercial building, and they're just being built as quickly as you could imagine.
That's right. That's right. So absolutely. It's very cool.
The business center in Cebu, I would say it's not quite at Manila's level yet, but it's expanding quickly.
Yeah. We're a little bit biased towards Cebu since that's where we're headquartered. but Manila is growing super fast. And one thing that I like about Cebu is that they see the growth that happened in Manila, and they're trying to do things in Cebu with the bus rapid transit systems that they're installing and other the plans they have for more mass transit to try and make that growth a little bit smarter. So we'll see if it works out, but it's exciting to see the growth that's happening.
Yeah, it's exciting to be at that top 3.
Yeah,
in office
for sure.